What's up, y'all? This is Yolanda here. I hope you're doing well. And today I'm actually going to be giving you a brief tour of my workspace. So last week on Instagram, I shared a picture of my workspace because it just looked so pretty, so good. It wasn't particularly clean or as organized as I usually keep it, but just the way the light was hitting and the color scheme and the arrangement of objects was just so perfect that I just shared a quick picture of my workspace, asked people what their workspaces were like, and shared a few tips from Mindful Simplicity about keeping your workspace organized and prepared to be productive. So today I'm going to show you briefly what my workspace looks like. This is my workspace. This is where the magic actually happens. First, I'm going to tell you about my chair. This chair I got from Staples. I got this chair actually to replace this chair, which, excuse the junk. You've seen this chair before in some of my other videos. But believe it or not, I actually used that chair as a desk chair for a long time, and it was so uncomfortable. It was killing my back. And when I was writing Mindful Simplicity, I was spending a lot of time in the chair, and I realized, like, I have to get a better chair. I got this chair from Staples. It was, I think, $60. I like the color scheme of it, and it has this area right here for lumbar support. I prefer this chair. It's comfortable for me, given my height and weight. I'm actually gonna just sit down in my chair for the rest of this part. Then we have my desk. I've had this desk for a long time. It came from Walmart. It was cheap, $40. It's made out of, that cheap wood. I don't know what they call it. And there used to be a drawer there, but as you can see, I removed it. The drawer was cheaply constructed. The bottom of the drawer would never stay flat, so the drawer is actually under my bed somewhere. I need to just throw it away because it doesn't work. This is actually an old wine rack, thrifted. It was originally holding wine last year, but then my mom found a different wine rack that she liked, so I took it, and now it's a bookcase of sorts. So it has notebooks, books that I'm reading, and some cloth napkins that I use. Okay, so on top of my desk, my computer. This is an early 2011 MacBook Pro. I bought it refurbished on eBay about 5.5 years ago, and I'm ready to replace it. I actually want an iMac, so that's the Mac desktop, so that it'll actually take up less space, because as you can see with my laptop, and now I have a wireless keyboard because some of the keys on my laptop no longer work. And I tried to replace them myself, but it did not work. It was just a waste of money. I mean, it wasn't that expensive, like $15 for replacing the two keys, but I couldn't do it successfully. So I just ended up buying a cheap wireless keyboard and mouse for about the same price, actually, that I paid for the two keys that didn't work. To the left, okay, let's see. We have an organizer up there, some papers, my book, tissues, my plant, which really helps set the mood in the space. I just feel good having it there. Water bottle, coffee cup, my daily to-do list, which I will talk more about my organization in another video because I'm thinking about changing it for the new year, but one thing I definitely will never change is my daily to-do list. The book that I'm currently reading, chapstick, you need that always throughout the day, and my blue light blocking glasses. Another reason why I need to replace my laptop with a desktop is because I am getting a Wacom drawing tablet for Christmas, And that's gonna be just one more thing that goes on this already limited surface space. So I really need to make more room. Then you have my supply organizer holder. This is just a holder for pens. There's a couple of paintbrushes in there, glue, rulers, Sharpies, X-Acto knives, scissors, things that I use for my collaging mostly. Some more plants. They are really stuck right now because it's winter time, so they're not really growing, and my jade plant is actually losing leaves slowly, but I don't think it's getting enough sun, and I don't think it's warm enough in here for it, but this is the only place that it can go right now, so I just hope that it holds on until spring. Mouse with impromptu mouse pad. I need a real mouse pad because that really doesn't work. Phone, power strip. I try to organize my cords. You can see I use a little bread clips. And then over here, my printer. I use this mainly for scanning and printing for my collage, but also printing some work materials too, some random mail. My headphones for work and editing. And then I have this little nightstand that my mom gave me, which is very useful. These are not the most organized drawers. I have more office supplies here, so envelopes, labels, photo paper, extra glue stick, paper clips, headphones, wireless headphones, a random bag of beads I need to fix for my aunt, her necklace. I have my 2 binders with collage clippings in it, sketch pad, more tissues, and some other stuff that you can't see. And then more supplies. This is mostly like filled with photos and like keepsakes, Mod Podge for my collages, oils that I use, some magazines in there again for collage supplies. Like I said, it's not the most organized, but it's what it'll do for now. And that's it. That's my workspace. On the wall, I also have a calendar. I try to write things in multiple places. So I do bullet journaling, but in multiple places. So on the calendar, I write things up there to have a visual reminder. It's always in my face, a couple pieces of art I printed out. Then I also do bullet journaling in here, and my bullet journaling is lists. I don't draw or get really creative with it because I just don't have the capacity for that, and I direct my creative talents to other places. But in here, I do like the monthly outlook, and I do like an outlook for 3 to 6 months. And then I also, like, if I have any ideas for videos or blog posts or just research, I record it in here and I journal in here. So I haven't been journaling as consistently as I used to, but whenever I get the urge and feel like I need to get some stuff out of my head, put it in here. Like, for example, I got some notes about digital minimalism, which I will be doing a video on because I'm taking a digital detox in January. So yeah, I've taken some notes about that. There's the book that I'm still working on. Almost finished. I'm at the conclusion. So that's part of my bullet journaling process. And then this is my daily bullet journaling. So this is where I do my daily lists, to-do lists, and also like shopping lists if I need to go out. So I wanted to share with you the 3 tips that I share with my Instagram community about keeping your workspace organized and productive. And these tips are found in Mindful Simplicity. It's now available in bookstores. The link is in the description box. 3 tips I shared is, first of all, at the end of the night, you should do 2 things before you leave your workspace. One is to clean off your workspace, and the second one is to write your to-do list for the next day. I like to clean my workspace so that when I get up and start working the next day, I have a clean workspace to start with. It just helps mentally, emotionally with being productive, in my opinion. And it's also a workspace that is clean, to me, is more inviting. You're more likely to want to do work if your workspace is clean and organized. So number 1, clean your desk. Number 2 is write your to-do list for the next day. This, first of all, it helps me sleep at night because I'm not laying in my bed thinking about all the things that I have to do the next day. It also helps me to remember things. So if I think about all the things I need to do for the next day the night before, then I'm less likely to forget something than waiting until the next day in the morning or whenever and then sitting down and thinking, okay, what do I need to do today? It also saves time making your to-do list at night, because when you wake up in the morning or when you're ready to start work, all you have to do is look at your list and you can get started. Like I said, there's no sitting there wondering, what do I need to do today? Am I forgetting something? You don't have to go around checking previous to-do lists or calendars. Do all of that at night. When you are ready to work the next day, you are clear on what you need to do and you can start working automatically. No wasting time. And the third tip that I gave is to block your time. So this is something that I do with all my work. I block my tutoring schedule and I block off time for projects. So for example, if I need to record a video, I block off an hour or 2 hours of time to do that. If I need to go run an errand, I block off a set amount of time to do that. And when you're time blocking, you're only focusing on one task. It helps you to focus on that task during that time and be more productive. And once that time is up, you take a short break and then you move on to the next thing, whether that be eating lunch or spending 20-30 minutes on YouTube watching a video, however you rest or whatever. Take a break and then you move on to the next block and the next activity. So those are 3 tips that you can use for keeping your workspace organized and being productive. Hope that you enjoyed this video and the tour of my desk. In the comments below, tell me what your workspace is like. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.